Moving into the details, Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu has been unanimously re-elected as the national president of the Telugu Desam Party during the ongoing Mahanadu. TDP leaders across the board supported his nomination, marking his 12th consecutive term since he first assumed the role in 1995. The TDP presidency is decided every 2 years and Naidu has led the party for 30 years, guiding it through 25 Mahanadus. On the second day of the Mahanadu, numerous senior leaders proposed Chandrababu's name for the top post with unanimous support from all the members. Election Committee Chairman Varla Ramaya formally announced Naidu's re-election and administered the oath on stage. He also noted that even during the COVID years when the Mahanadu was held via Zoom, the party upheld its internal democratic process and Chandrababu's leadership continues to be a unifying force within the TDP. Meanwhile, Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, speaking at the Mahanadu in Kadapa, declared that major developments like the Visakhapatnam Steel Plant, Railway Zone, Polavaram and Amravati were achieved within a year, introducing a political resolution. He said the Telugu Desam Party was founded by NTR to uplift the poor, weak and marginalized, creating a new political wave that empowered youth and the educated. He stated that Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu is upholding NTR's idols, including the belief that society is a temple, people are the gods. Ram Mohan Naidu praised the TDP Jansena BJP coalition for ensuring smooth governance and prioritizing both welfare and development. He highlighted achievements under the TDP rule, such as the PPP-based airport projects, land pooling system and population management initiatives. Calling TDP the only regional party with over 1 crore members, he noted its strength lies in the facing and overcoming crisis with determination.
ముందుకు నడిపించింది అధికారంలో ఉన్న ప్రతిపక్షంలో ఉన్న చరిత్ర తీసుకుంటే తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ మొదలైన నుంచి స్వర్గీయ విశ్వవిఖ్యాత నట సార్వభౌముడు ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి దగ్గర నుంచి ఎన్నో కూటములు దేశ స్థాయిలో మనం ఏర్పాటు చేశాం. కేవలం ఒకే ఒక్క ఆలోచన, సామాజిక న్యాయం మనం నిరూపించాలి, అలాగే ప్రజాస్వామ్య విలువలు మనం కాపాడాలి, దేశ సమగ్రతని అలాగే ప్రజల తాలూకా భవిష్యత్తుని మంచిగా మనం ముందుకు నడిపించాలని అనేక కూటములు, వాటితో పాటు ఎంతోమంది ప్రధానమంత్రుల్ని మన తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ తరఫున నిర్ణయించాం. అలాగే ఎంతోమంది రాష్ట్రపతుల్ని నిర్ణయించడానికి కీలకమైనటువంటి పాత్ర మన తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ తరఫున ఇచ్చేసాం. ఒక్కసారి తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ తాలూకా శక్తి అందరికీ కూడా ఒక్కసారి గుర్తు చేయాలనంటే, ఒక ప్రాంతీయ పార్టీలో ఉన్నటువంటి నాయకుడిని ప్రధానమంత్రి చేయాలన్నా, ఒక ముస్లిం మైనారిటీకి చెందినటువంటి వ్యక్తిని రాష్ట్రపతి చేయాలన్నా, ఒక దళితుడుగా ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో పుట్టినటువంటి వ్యక్తిని సభాపతిగా పార్లమెంటులో స్పీకర్గా నిలబెట్టాలన్నా ఆ ఘనత మన తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీకే దక్కిందని ఈ సభాముఖంగా తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. వాటితో పాటు ఈరోజు మనకున్నటువంటి పరిస్థితులు ఏదైతే 43 సంవత్సరాలుగా కేంద్రం రాష్ట్రం అనుసంధానంతో ముందుకు నడిపించాలని ఒక ఆలోచనతో, ఒక మంచి బ్రోత్కర ఆలోచనతో ముందుకు నడిచామో ఆ ఆలోచన మరింత బలోపేతం చేసుకున్నాం. తెలుగుదేశం, బీజేపీ, జనసేన కలిసికట్టుగా రాజకీయాలకు అతీతంగా అందరి తాలూకా ఆలోచన ఒక్కటే, రాష్ట్ర ప్రయోజనాలు, దేశ సమగ్రత, వీటన్నిటిని కూడా ఒకే ఒక్క వేదిక మీదకి తీసుకొని వస్తూ ఎక్కడ ఎటువంటి అపోహలకి కానీ, ఎటువంటి ఇబ్బందులకి కానీ, ఎక్కడ ఎటువంటి సమస్యలకి కానీ తోవ లేకుండా ముగ్గురు త్రినాయకత్వంలో ఒక పక్కన చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారు, అలాగే ప్రధానమంత్రి నరేంద్ర మోదీ గారు అందరూ కూడా కలిసికట్టుగా ఈరోజు రాష్ట్రంలో ఎన్డీఏ పాలన, కేంద్రంలో ఎన్డీఏ పాలన ఎక్కడ ఆటంకాలు లేకుండా ముందుకు కొనసాగిస్తున్నాం. గతంలో 5 సంవత్సరాలు మనం చూసుకుంటే ఎన్నో సమస్యలు, అసలు అసాధ్యమైనటువంటి సమస్యలు, కానీ ఈరోజు కేంద్రం తాలూకా సహకారంతో, ఎన్డీఏకు ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ యొక్క కోఆర్డినేషన్తో ఒక స్టీల్ ప్లాంట్ కావచ్చు, రైల్వే జోన్ కావచ్చు, పోలవరం ప్రాజెక్టు కావచ్చు, ఇలా ఏ కార్యక్రమాలు చూసుకున్న అమరావతి ప్రాజెక్టు కావచ్చు, అన్నిటినీ కూడా సంవత్సరంలోపే సాధ్యం చేసి చూపించామనంటే ఈ ఎన్డీఏ ప్రభుత్వం రాష్ట్రంలో, కేంద్రంలో ఎంత పటిష్టంగా పనిచేస్తుందో ఒక్కసారి ప్రతి ఒక్కరం కూడా గమనించాలి. ముందుకు నడిపించింది. అధికారంలో ఉన్న ప్రతిపక్షంలో ఉన్న చరిత్ర తీసుకుంటే తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ మొదలైన నుంచి స్వర్గీయ విశ్వవిఖ్యాత నట సార్వభౌముడు ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి దగ్గర నుంచి ఎన్నో కూటములు దేశ స్థాయిలో మనం ఏర్పాటు చేశాం. కేవలం ఒకే ఒక్క ఆలోచన, సామాజిక న్యాయం మనం నిరూపించాలి, అలాగే ప్రజాస్వామ్య విలువలు మనం కాపాడాలి.
The Congress party expressed displeasure with MP Shashi Tharoor after his remarks in Panama crediting the BJP government with conducting the first cross-border surgical strike. Sources said the party reiterated its position that 6 surgical strikes were carried out during the UPA regime but were never publicized. To support this claim, Congress spokesperson Pawan Khera shared an old interview of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, confirming multiple surgical strikes under the UPA government, and the disagreement has heightened tensions between Tharoor and the Congress leadership. US President Donald Trump announced on May 27, 2025 that he would pardon reality TV stars Todd and Julia Chrisley, who were convicted in 2022 for tax evasion and bank fraud. The couple was sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison but had their sentence reduced in 2023 due to good behavior. Trump justified the pardons by stating that the Chrisleys has been given pretty harsh treatment. In a video posted by White House communications advisor Margot Martin, Trump informed the Chrisley's daughter Savannah of the decision, expressing hope that the paperwork would be completed by the following day.
Yeah, well, they were given a pretty harsh treatment based on what I'm hearing. Pretty harsh treatment.
Yes, sir.
Was your brother fighting also for this release, right?
Hey, I go to the University of Alabama, and I saw you speak, and I said, that's the greatest presidential speech I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, that's good. I was just there. I gave the commencement. What a great group of people. Congratulate your parents.
Congratulations, Savannah.
And Alice had a lot to do with this. And just congratulate your parents. And I hear they're terrific people. This should not have happened. So, and you
Thank
just
you so
take
much.
care. Boy, they have good children. You're no longer children, but I'll say it anyway. They have good children, don't they? Huh?
Well, I have shed so many tears. The president called me personally as I was walking into Sam's Club and notified me that he was signing pardon paperwork for both of my parents. So both my parents are coming home tonight or tomorrow. President Trump didn't just commute their sentences. He gave them a full unconditional pardon. So for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you, President Trump, and I vow to stand next to you and your administration in exposing the corruption.
Yeah, well, they were given a pretty harsh treatment based on what I'm hearing. Pretty harsh treatment.
Yes, sir.
Was your brother fighting also for this release, right?
Hey, I go to the University of Alabama, and I saw you speak, and I said that's the greatest presidential speech I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, that's good. I was just there. I gave the commencement. What a great group of people. Congratulate.
Minister Dharmapal Singh stated that the converting waste and garbage into valuable resources is like turning waste into gold, highlighting the potential of the 300 crore rupees worth of residue in Meerut. He announced that the compost fertilizer will now be produced from its waste. The minister expressed the confidence that the use of this fertilizer will significantly enhance agriculture production in the region.
आज मैंने यही कहा, हम कूड़े और करकट से कांचन बनाने का मतलब ये था, उससे 300 करोड़ रुपए की जो परियोजना है मेरठ में, उससे अब कंपोस्ट खाद बनेगी। उस खाद से, जैसे हमारे यहाँ कहा गया है, मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले उगले हीरा मोती, अब ये खाद लगेगी तो हमारी कृषि की, खेती की उत्पादन क्षमता बढ़ेगी, उत्पादन बढ़ेगा तो हमें उससे आय होगी, तो वही सोना है। सोने का मतलब है हमारी देश की कृषि की आर्थिक संपत्ति। आज मैंने यही कहा, हम कूड़े और करकट से कांचन बनाने का मतलब ये था, उससे 300 करोड़ रुपए की जो परियोजना है मेरठ में, उससे अब कंपोस्ट खाद बनेगी। उस खाद से, जैसे हमारे यहाँ कहा गया है, मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले उगले हीरा मोती, अब ये खाद लगेगी।
Minister Yogesh Ramdas Kadam has taken a firm stand against illegal dance bars operating in Navi Mumbai. He stated, our government will not tolerate such dance bars or any such activities. The minister assured that strict action will be taken against those involved in running these illegal establishments to maintain law and order in the region.
नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से जो अमेंडमेंट किया है, कायदा बिल्कुल कड़क है। उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन जो करना जरूरी है वो बिल्कुल हम कर रहे हैं, और भी स्ट्रिंजेंट करके, कार्रवाई और भी बढ़ा के, थोड़ा बिल्कुल देखिए, जो भी स्ट्रेस होता है पुलिस का कर्मचारियों पे, हम ड्रग भी रोक रहे हैं। आपको पता होगा कुछ दिनों पहले नवी मुंबई में हमने ड्रग पकड़ा था, काफी ड्रग का रैकेट भी हमने वहाँ पे पकड़ा था। आज हमने डांस बार के ऊपर हमने कार्रवाई की है, तो ये सब कार्रवाई चालू ही रहेगी। जो भी कायदा है उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ठीक से होने के लिए ही शासन होता है और प्रशासन के माध्यम से कार्रवाई होती है, तो मेरे ख्याल से वहाँ पे हम ज्यादा ध्यान देंगे। देखिए, कायदे के अनुसार जो भी हमने कार्रवाई की है, नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से जो अमेंडमेंट किया है, कायदा बिल्कुल कड़क है। उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन जो करना जरूरी है वो बिल्कुल।
On the issue of the caste census, BJP Rajya Sabha MP Radha Mohan Das Agarwal emphasized the party's clear position that the constitutional authority to conduct a census rests solely with the central government, speaking as the chairman of the Home Committee. He confirmed that the Home Department has presented all related matters before him and assured that the census process is currently underway, reinforcing that only a census conducted by the centre is legal and constitutional.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी का स्टैंड बहुत साफ है। जनगणना कराना अकेला संवैधानिक अधिकार केंद्र सरकार का होता है। केंद्र सरकार के द्वारा की गई जनगणना ही लीगल और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल होती है। मैं स्वयं होम कमेटी का चेयरमैन हूँ। होम डिपार्टमेंट मेरे सामने सारा मैटर ला करके रख चुका है। जनगणना की प्रक्रिया चल रही है। कुछ लोग इस देश में जातीय वैमनस्य फैलाना चाहते हैं, इसीलिए बहुत बार कांटे को कांटे से निकालना पड़ता है, जहर को जहर से मारना पड़ता है। इसलिए हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने यह निर्णय लिया है कि जब इतना जनगणना कर ही रहे हैं तो इसको करा ही दिया जाए। दूध का दूध हो जाएगा, पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। जनगणना तो इन्होंने तेलंगाना में भी कराया था और कर्नाटक में भी कराया था। जरा कर्नाटक के लोगों से पूछिए उनके जीवन में क्या बदलाव आ गया। लेकिन हम जनगणना कराएंगे तो पारदर्शी तरीके से कराएंगे। हमारे अभी आज हम लोगों ने बैठक किया था, हमारे लंबानी समाज के गांव में जा कर के उनके नाम के आगे एससी राइट और एससी लेफ्ट लिखा जा रहा है। ऐसी फर्जी जनगणना कोई सरकार कराएगी तो जिस सरकार को कराने का हक भी नहीं था, अगर वो कराएगी तो उसकी कोई संवैधानिकता नहीं होगी। बहुत शीघ्र इस देश में जनगणना व्यापक रूप से संविधान के प्राविधानों के तहत कराई जाएगी।
Forest Officer Navi Ahmed stated that under the guidance of TFO Gaurav Sharma, new water sources have been created in the forest areas of Katni division. He added that they are continuously ensuring water supply, and with the cooperation of local villages, these water holes are regularly filled using tankers to support wildlife and maintain the ecosystem.
हमने कटनी वन मंडल में हमारे DFO सर गौरव शर्मा सर के निर्देश पर वन क्षेत्रों में शौचर के निर्माण कराए हैं। लगातार हम उनमें पानी की व्यवस्था कर रहे हैं। ग्रामीणों के सहयोग से टैंकरों के द्वारा उनको भरा जा रहा है। अभी ये जो बाग है इसका विचरण क्षेत्र तो अपने वन मंडल में ऐसे क्षेत्र में है जहाँ बांधवगढ़ नेशनल पार्क से लगा हुआ एरिया है, तो उनकी लगातार मॉनिटरिंग की जाती है उनकी सुरक्षा के लिए, और उनसे जो है ग्रामीणों की सुरक्षा के लिए लगातार जो है वन विभाग द्वारा गश्त किया जाता है।
Meanwhile, drive near Sirwania Maharaj, the district administration successfully reclaimed 17 bighas of enroached government land valued at 8 crores, and the operation was led by STM Preeti Sanghvi and involved coordinated efforts from police and civic officials to ensure the land was freed from illegal occupation. Moving on to regional news, on the grand occasion of Mahanadu, one of the most powerful leaders, SVSN Verma, who made a remarkable gesture by stepping aside from contesting the Pittapuram assembly seat to support Jansena chief Pawan Kalyan. Well, our correspondent Srikar held a face-to-face interaction with Verma, who spoke with pride and conviction about his decision.
On the very auspicious occasion of Mahanadu, here we with one of the dynamic leaders of Andhra Pradesh, he has also sacrificed his seat for a very great and a noble cause which the power star had won. Well, let us speak to him without wasting time. Hello sir, how are you feeling celebrating this event in Kadapa that is called the fortress of YSRCP?
It is the biggest Mahanadu, is a Pongal of our cadre.
YS Jagan Mohan Reddy has said that because you sacrificed the seat, Pawan Kalyan has won. What do you want to say for him?
I am not sacrificed. That is the decision made by the Kotami. As per Kotami rules and regulations, so we have to work it. That is the TDP Kramashikshana.
Sir, YSRCP had a very cruel plan to bring a rift between you and Pawan Kalyan ji. Both of you are very good friends, but the very good friends of YSRCP, which is Jagan Mohan Reddy and Vijay Sai Reddy, has broken now. How do you see this?
No. Nobody cannot having a dare to broken the Telugu Desam Party or Jansena Party alliance. We are very strong. And next 2029 also we are going in alliance only.
Thank you, sir. So that was with one of the biggest leaders of West Godavari districts, Verma Garu. This is Srikar Tumala signing out. Over to studio.
As the grand celebrations of Mahanadu continue, CVR News brings you exclusive insights from the key leaders shaping Andhra Pradesh political landscape. MLA Gauthu Sirisha shared her thoughts on the party's vision and progress, highlighting the strong unity and commitment among leaders. While Shakila Reddy, TDP State Mahila Secretary, face-to-face with our CVR correspondent Srikar.
Holy occasion for every TDP fan. It's called Mahanadu. It's happening in the fortress of YSRCP. Had finally broken in Kadapa. TDP had come with the most majority in Kadapa. After that, they are celebrating this Mahanadu in the holy land of Kadapa. We have a very great legacy bearer, Sri Gautu Sirisha Garu, with us. Let us speak to her and let us know what's the importance of this Mahanadu. Hello, ma'am. I have met you even in Nampalli when that thing, 100 years thing.
The party anniversary.
Anniversary thing has happened. You were very optimistic at that time. You very openly said that yes, we are going to have a very good mandate, and you got it. How are you feeling now?
Really great, because last 5 years, not only the leaders of the party, the cadre who became a biggest support for us, they really gave us that confidence that we will win. Because we should not forget the cadre and their help and motivation to us. And the second thing is Chandrababu Naidu Garu. This time he is given chance to almost nearly 70 new people who are not even having any political platform, not like me, even others who are not having any political platform. He is given the chance. We are very feeling proud of working with Chandrababu Naidu Garu. Last 5 years, whatever the AP state lost, whatever we didn't get through, now in this 1 year only, TDP party, especially the Kutami Alliance, we proved it. We can do that 5 years loss, we almost all covered, and we are going further to show more fruits to the people who are voted for us.
Ma'am, many TDP cadre were selectively hunted down by the previous regime, and especially women were treated in a very cruel and a very brutal manner. You also faced many tough situations because of YSRCP. Now, how do women are thinking about this NDA government, which is led by Shri Chandrababu Naidu Garu?
TDP especially, the party who supports women, the party who made women to feel proud, who took women in a Dwakra maid to the international level, that is the TDP party. Definitely there is no doubt Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and before him, Mr. N.T. Ramarao Garu, now the third version, Nara Lokesh Garu, definitely they are giving more importance to women. Today in TDP party there is 21 women MLAs are there. It is the example for that. Especially, really, we are faced a very torture in the social media and all that. We never thought in the political parties YSRCP can do to that extent, to take the mothers, sisters and daughters to the public and torture them. Today Chandrababu Naidu, not only now, then also they supported us mentally and they motivated us. Now also they are taking care. No one, not even women in any other. Recently one example also happened. Some person from the TDP family, he commented on Mrs. Bharati Jagan Mohan Reddy. Even Chandrababu Naidu didn't allow it. Whatever may be the party, women should not get all this. They should be treated well. They should be get respect. That is the motto of TDP party.
One more thing, ma'am, especially casteist slurs were used in the previous regime. Every person was targeted using their caste. Now, is this government trying to eradicate that line of caste?
Jagan Mohan Reddy very cruelly, he made each and every caste into the two parts. One is YCP caste and one is TDP caste. That is the very intelligent thing he made on the caste. And previously we really suffered. Now Chandrababu Naidu, he never, not even caste farmers who are having some confidence in them, and we are going to eradicate that caste problems in the society.
Finally, ma'am, coming from a rural backdrop, WhatsApp governance has been introduced in Andhra Pradesh. How the rural parts of the Andhra Pradesh are utilizing this WhatsApp governance, and especially IT Minister and Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh is taking very care of the education system of Andhra Pradesh. How are you looking into this?
Nara Lokesh sir, with full will and wish, he took the education system, because the change should come from the school time only. When the education system will be given properly to the youth or else the children, they'll come up with a good citizenship. That is the motto he has taken that portfolio. Second thing is, in the rural people, initially they didn't believe what is this RTGS, so how can it will be useful. But now a common man who is not getting any response from any officers, he can keep a complaint on the RTGS. The next day immediately that officers are coming to him and they are asking the response. Now they are getting the importance of the RTGS. Really people are happy with this.
Ma'am, YSRCP gave money directly to the people, but TDP is delivering governance directly to the people. How are you feeling about this?
Giving money is not a big thing. It will be just vanished in a minute. But making them to earn money, that is the motto of Chandrababu Naidu Garu. Including of giving them, he's making them to learn how to earn money, then everybody will become nice in this society. So the motto of Chandrababu Naidu garu is each and every family should have an entrepreneur, especially women. If she is an earner, the whole family will be in a good hands. That is the motto of CPN, sir.
Finally, ma'am, before conclusion, please tell one word about Shri Gautu Lachana garu.
He's not the political leader. He's a people leader. Political leaders only will be shines when the party or the position is there. The people leaders will be there in the people hearts, even though he's not present nowadays. So I'm really grateful to my grandfather.
So that was Gautu Shirisha garu with us. This is Sri Kartumala signing off. Over to studio. On the auspicious occasion of Mahanadu, here we are with Telangana TDP cadre. Let us speak to madam and let us know what Telangana TDP cadre is thinking about this. Hello ma'am, being from Telangana, how are you feeling this happening over here?
Yeah, I'm Shakila Reddy. I'm TDP State Mahila President, and it is one of my privilege, most opportunity to just join here and to participate in the Mahanadu, which has been a continuous process and continuous occasion from past 42 years. Out of 42 years, we have almost conducted 34 Mahanadus every year on 27, 28, 29. It's one of the most boost up to all the cadre and the leaders who have been joining here, because there have been so many changes in the parties, and there have been so many things which are revolutionary changes have been taken by Nara Chandrababu Naidu for all these things. Because for all these days, this is for the poor people, for the people, by the people, to the people. In the same way, it is for the only Telugu right. All the Teluguites wanted to become the developed country and developed businessmen. Because of that, we have all joined here. And because of the leadership of Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu, we have been a potential state for past so many years. After the bifurcation of the state from past 2014 to 2025, and 11 years, there have been so many changes in Telangana as well as in Andhra. So under the able guidance of Chandrababu Naidu and with the new boost-up leader or upcoming leader, Sri Nara Lokesh Babu, who is the youth leader, has been giving so many changes and giving a good guidance to all the youth. So it's one of the most fortunate for us to have this feast for 27, 28, 29, and we feel proud that instead of though people are very worried to stay in Kadapa, we have proved ourselves that lakhs of people have thronged to this Mahanadu, and 27, 28, 29 is one of the most successful Mahanadu event in Kadapa.
Well, those were the latest updates. For more updates, keep watching CVR News English. This is Havila Kuttapalli.